Hey, what's up, everybody? My name's Rick Bradford. I figured I'd try to do something a little different with this assignment. I just finished compiling all my stuff, all my information together. Figured I'd throw together a little video and see how that goes. So, today we're going to be discussing exercising and aging. And so, what is the difference, or what is the relationship between exercising and aging? Well, the elderly constitute the fastest growing segment of the population. The number of Americans ages 65 and older increased from 31 million in 1900 to about 40 million in 2010. They estimate by the year 2030 more than 72 million people, or rather 20% of the United States population, are expected to be older than 65. So the main objective for fitness programs for older adults is to help them improve their functional fitness. Well, what is functional fitness? It's the physical capacity of the individual to meet ordinary and unexpected demands of daily life safely and effectively. And that will also contribute to healthy aging. This implies to the ability to maintain functional independence. Functional independence is the ability to carry out activities of daily living without assistance from other individuals. That'll help them, avoid disability. Older adults are encouraged to participate in the programs that will help them develop, cardiorespiratory endurance, muscular flexibility, agility, and balance and motor coordination. A history of data that was taken revealed that the groups of people who engage in physical activity throughout life maintain a higher level of functional capacity and do not experience the typical declines in their later years. So the typical sedentary American is about 25 years older than their chronological age indicates. However, an active 60-year-old person can have a work capacity similar to that of a 35-year-old sedentary person. So unhealthy behaviors contribute to premature aging. For most sedentary people, productive life ends at about the age 60. Most of these people hope to live to be 65 or 70, and they often cope with serious physical ailments. And these people stop living at age 60 but choose to be buried at age 70. Wow, that's at 70. I'm in my 30s, so I don't have much longer if I was going to be that individual, and that's just insane. And you can see by the chart, it's still the same chart that's on page 260 in your book, that the amount of physical capacity, once the physical work element and the physical capacity of somebody starts to dropping, you see that chart, the age, the death percentage, comes down to about right around age 70. But those who maintain the physical capacity, that green line at the top comes all the way out here, between age 90 and 100. So it's just the more active you choose to be, the better you are. I mean, in the long run. A healthy lifestyle allows people to live vibrant life physically, intellectually, emotionally, socially active, and functionally independent existence to age 95. When death comes to active people, it's usually rather quick and not as a result of a prolonged illness. So something they discuss in the text is, do older adults respond to physical training? Well, yeah, I mean, of course they would. The trainability of older men and women alike and the effectiveness of physical activity enhancing health have been demonstrated in prior research. Older adults who increase their physical activity experience significant changes in cardiorespiratory endurance, strength, and flexibility. The extent of the changes depends on their initial fitness level and the types of activities that they select for their training. Muscular strength declines by about 10% to 20% between the ages of 20 and 50, but between the ages of 50 and 70 it drops by another 25% to 30%. Through strength training, frail adults in their 80s and 90s can double or even triple their strength in just a few months. The amount of physical hypertrophy achieved, however, decreases with age. Strength gains close to 200% have been found in previously inactive adults older than 90. In fact, research has shown that regular strength training improves balance, gait speed, functional independence, morale, depression symptoms, and energy intake. So, in terms of body composition, inactive adults continue to gain body fat after age 60, despite the tendency toward lower body weight. Sedentary adults gain more than 30 pounds of body weight between the ages of 18 and 55. Unfortunately, I know that to be true. As a result, body fat continues to increase through adult life, with greater tendency towards visceral fat accumulation, leading to further increase in risk of chronic diseases. Regular aerobic activity and strength training have been shown to help older adults properly manage body weight and significantly reduce visceral fat. Older adults who wish to initiate an exercise programs are usually encouraged to complete a medical evaluation. That way, obviously, pending medical conditions or injuries and stuff like that, it has to be taken into consideration when you're selecting activities and training and stuff for older adults. Recommended activities for the older adults usually include your calisthenics, which is usually a gymnastic type training or exercising, walking, jogging, swimming. Then you have most of them, that they try to get you to go cycling, water aerobics, even strength training. And so, with those, I would never discourage anybody, no matter what age, to not, partake in some kind of training. Whether, like they just said, whether it just be some walking or jogging, or cycling, water aerobics, and a lot of older adults, and I've seen it, in gyms and talking to people who have clients, they get real discouraged, the older adults, they go in there and they're can't believe that they're trying to get them to lift weights and free weight training, whether it's cabled or free weights or just some dumbbells. It's beneficial, and I encourage it. I encourage it in younger adults, middle age, and older age adults, because in order to maintain the muscle mass, you got to build it. You got to strengthen it. 10 minutes of stretching every other day can help prevent the loss of muscular flexibility as a person ages. Improved flexibility enhances mobility skills. The latter promotes independence because it helps older adults successfully perform activities of daily living. Activities of daily living, basically, that's your everyday behaviors that people normally do to function in life. So that was pretty much what that section of the chapter discussed. And I guess what I want to emphasize here is, getting older doesn't mean your life has to suck. Just look at, we got, all these people that we know for a fact, famous people. Jennifer Aniston, who's 48 years old and looks amazing. Brad Pitt, 53 years old, in the best shape of his life probably almost. George Clooney. If you don't know George Clooney, that guy is 55 years old. And then my favorite, somebody I adore, Betty White, 95 freaking years old. 95. That lady's 95 and still is active and looks wonderful, and that's because they lead healthy lifestyles. They exercise. Of course, they're famous, and they have money and these personal trainers and all these fancy diets and stuff like that. Nutrition and exercise go hand in hand. You got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of your body if you want your body to take care of you. So, beyond that, you got famous people. A personal friend of mine that I think the world of, and who is out there proving the theory of getting old means you get worse. I mean, she proves this theory wrong every day, and that's a friend of mine. Her name's Debbie Stevens, and Debbie Stevens she's 52 years old. She's a teacher, a mother of two. Her children are like 26 and 31. And you see right there, and that's just, she was doing the basics, just the walking, the jogging, and stuff like that, keeping herself in shape, just exercising. Well, 6 months ago, a group that I follow and something that I'm dedicated to, which is Jim Stepani and the Gym Supplement Science and the gym team, the JYM team, she came in and committed to some of the programs, and in 6 months, she completely, redefined herself and her body, and it's just amazing that somebody 52 years old, looks like she's in her 20s again. And I found this little thing I just included on there. It says, you can't help getting older, but you don't have to get old. And I think that's important, for everybody, just as you get older, you don't have to get old. I mean, it's up to you. You have the tools and the knowledge to do it. You just got to take care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, nutritionally. Have to take care of yourself. So, and I guess that brings us to, what my question would be for all of you out there is, what quality of life do you look, would you like when you get older? And what can you do to achieve it? So, I know that's it. I mean, it's all up to you. But appreciate you guys taking the time. This class has been real fun. Semester's coming to an end. Good luck to everybody and your future careers and whatever you plan on doing. And personally, after when I'm all done, my goal is to go out there and help educate and hopefully change the world and save people's lives and get them, into more physically active, nutritionally better lifestyles, for an overall better quality of life. So, thanks guys. Have a good day.